Hello, my name is Perry, and for the last 10.5 years I have owned and lived on a beautiful 55-foot narrowboat, but very recently I changed my lifestyle and I now live in a gorgeous bijou cottage in North Wales, and I'm looking forward very much to enjoying life on land again. It's going to be another adventure. I have a transit van that I converted into a camper called Tilly Teacup, and we go on little adventures. I also craft and weave, and this is my life in a teacup. Hello peeps. Tea, actually, there's only a little bit left in it. You can't see it, can you? So I'll just finish this off because I've been doing lots of admin this morning and drinking numerous cups of tea as I usually do. Hold on. So put that there. So, welcome. Here we are. My 73rd vlog. And I'll explain why I'm saying that in a sec. But first of all, just welcome to everybody. I hope you've had a great weekend. Let me know what you guys get up to at the weekend or what you do sometimes, because a lot of my subscribers do comment, and I get some great comments, but I also get some little stories as well, which I really love reading, and genuinely I am interested in, what my subscribers got to say, because we're all different people, we're all from different walks of life in different part of the world, and I just think it's interesting. So yes, if you want to just, babble on yourself on a comment, by all means, babble on as much as I natter. But going back to the 73rd vlog, I started my channel, I think it was around about April, May last year, after I'd come back from my initial car camping. And as you know, I've gone from camping in a car to buying and converting my own transit van and narrow boats and cottages and all of that. If you are new to the channel, you're very welcome. And what I might suggest is, if you want to find out a little bit about why I've got to where I am now, just sort of pop back and maybe sort of pick a few vlogs, to watch, and that'll give you an insight. And I hope you subscribe if you are new to the channel. But one thing I learned today, right, I've got to put my glasses on for this. So I now have 3,672 subscribers. For my time, I mean, okay, in the biggest scheme of things, yeah, I know there's YouTubers out there that have millions and thousands, but for little old me, who just started it as a bit of a giggle, I absolutely love it. I just think it's great. And the fact that I've got to over 3,500 subscribers, I think it's a good achievement. I don't, But alongside that, I look back at my first video, and my first one was 5 minutes and 16 seconds long. And why I'm laughing is because, as you know, those that watch me on a regular basis, or, tune into the channel, as it were, at the end, especially in recent times, at the end of every vlog, I have a little section where I might have gone on a journey through the week, or if I'm sort of travelling, like up through Scotland or Wales or Devon, whatever, I always put snippets of the journey that I've taken. I've got the camera on the dashboard and just of the journey that I've taken down our wonderful country lanes. And the one that I've added on the end of this is 5 minutes and 52 seconds long. So just that bit is even longer than my very first vlog. But I've also had over 100,000 views. I think it's 111,000 or something. So and hundreds of, loads of likes, thousands of likes, and lots of lovely comments. So thank you. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. And I just hope you all keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting, because it's great. So this vlog is, as I've just mentioned, the section at the end. My friend Gail came to stay this weekend. Hi, Gail. Oh, that was a bit high pitch, wasn't it? Hi, Gail. And we went off, a couple of little day excursions. And one of them is we went to Bodnant Garden, and that's up in North Wales. It was a big sort of stately home, though you can't, I think I mentioned it in the bit at the end, you don't go into the house, but the gardens are just superb, and they're so vast, we didn't even get to see them all. And it's got like a garden centre, and it's got a gift shop and 2 cafes, and and it was lovely, and lots and lots of lovely plants that you can buy, in a craft centre and things like that. So it was very interesting. We had a lovely day, and that's what's at the end of this, as well as, say, journey down the country lanes. Now, the rest of this vlog is about the completed lampshades. As promised, I did say, do you remember the last vlog, those that watched, I was showing you the process of how to make a lampshade, and I promised that you would see the finished product. So there's 2 clips with different lampshades on that I've made for my clients. And yeah, I'd like your comments on them, what you think of them. I mean, some of you might like them, some of you might not, and that's absolutely fine, because we can't all like the same things. And I don't mind constructive criticism. It really, I take it on board for what it is, and that's that. So if you like them, tell me, and if you don't, tell me. You know, I won't be hurt by it. Yeah, and don't forget, if anybody, because I do bespoke work as well, so if anybody had a piece of fabric that they wanted turned into a lampshade for their interior design and their room styling, then I do that as well. You can always send it to me. I can make a lampshade and I can send it back. So yes, I think that's about it. I won't babble on anymore. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the vlog, and I'll see you guys next time. So thank you so much for tuning into the channel as always, and I'll shut up now. Bye. Hi guys. Well, here we are, a few hours later from when I spoke to you last time, are the shades that I've made. Now, cheating a little bit, because that one you've already seen, but it is going to go out for sale. I kept it because it was one of the first ones I'd made, and it's my own hand-printed fabric. But I think it's time for me to let it go, and it will go up for sale. So what else have I done? Now, you saw that one earlier on, didn't you? Yeah, you saw that one. Okay. This one's rather nice. I think I showed you the fabric. So this was the square round. I'm really pleased with that. I think that looks really lovely. Yes, simple, but making a little bit of a statement with these lovely flowers. Yeah, like that one. And then this one that you see here, let me just turn the light off so I can bring that over to you, to show you, because it's attached. Do you remember the scarf I showed you? Yeah. That's it. Now, I did say that I might use the fringing from the scarf to go on this, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but this is finished and I could just sort of, you know, attach it. But there's lovely gold, brushed gold lining. I mean, that's not the base. I mean, I don't sell bases, and I just needed something to give it some height on this. But yeah, isn't that lovely? So I'm really pleased with that. Let's pop that on again. So that's that one. And then the one that I'm really liking is that two contrasting fabrics and paper. So look at that. So that's the fabric, and inside, now, whilst they don't match, they contrast. Well, I think they do. You might look at it and think, oh my God, that's awful. But I don't know. I just think it's absolutely fab. And with this, you can either put it on a lamp or you can hang it, because there's no defining way that the pattern goes. But yeah, so love that one. So they're all going to go up for sale. Well, initially I'll take them down tomorrow to see potentially a new client, a new shop, and I wanted to see some samples, and yeah, and together with the other little video that I've put with the other lampshades that I made that have gone down to the shop Lily Rose Interiors in Llangollen, I'm really pleased. Mind you, let me show you this. Look at the state of my lovely little cottage. I mean, look at it. It's all over the floor. There's my loom there. The settee. It looks, another lampshade. It just looks a real mess. Gotta be honest, I'm no good at working methodically. I never have. It has to be all over the place. And then I look round and think, right, have a cup of tea and then I'll tidy up. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I will speak to you soon. See you in a bit. Bye. Well, I just thought I'd show you the next batch of shades that I've just finished and is going to the shop in Oswestry. The shop is called Moonlighting and it's in Church Street in Oswestry. So this one, which I've rather fallen in love with, again, if you look, it's my hand-printed fabric, and I've sort of made these little marks on it, which I quite like. It just, I'll have a lift it up and show you. It just gives a little bit, there's one around the other side as well. I don't know, just makes something, I think. I mean, it might not be to your taste, but there you go. And then this one's double lined fabric. I've actually wrapped this one in cellophane because I started to wrap everything in cellophane, then thought, oh no, I've got to take the vlog first, because obviously sometimes the light will shine on it and you won't be able to see the pattern. So that's the inside, and then it's obviously fabric on the outside, so they match really well. Then we've got another hand printed. So I've got one like this already, and the client, this shop Moonlighting, has got that one, but she really loved the pattern. So I thought I would do this one in a completely different colourway. So let's sort of turn that round. It's quite different, quite unique, quite, yeah, again, another one off. These are all one-offs, to be honest. Then there's a lovely big 40cm one. Now, I'm saying, I've just lied, I've just told a blatant lie. I said they're all one-offs. That one there, and you'll see a picture in a minute. Do you remember I spoke to you about the fabric, the double-sided fabric, and I'd showed you the fabric in a previous vlog? Well, that's what it looked like when it was finished. Look at that, isn't that lovely? But I do have another picture of it, which I'll put alongside this, that gives a better definition. And then there's a small one there. Now you can just about see the pattern when it's lit, and it's got a gold fabric lining, not a gold vinyl lining. So if I just turn this off, you can see the pattern a little bit better without the light on. So that's quite nice. And then inside, that was part of the scarf. You remember I made another one with the scarf on the outside and a gold vinyl lining. So yeah, if anybody's interested, do let me know and email me or message me, leave something in the comments and I'll get back to you and I can tell you how much they are. There we go. So that's the next batch going out. So do you remember the fabric I showed you? There's the finished shade. So you see these lovely hues of pink and bronze, and then look how well that goes. Well, I think it goes really well, but that's just me. What do you think? I love that. I'm so pleased with the way that fabric's come up and how fabulous they look together. So hopefully my client will like it as well. This is the house that stands in Bodnant Garden, and as I said, Bodnant is up in North Wales. Bodnant itself means dwelling by the stream, and there were certainly a few streams running through the grounds. It's a very well established both formal and wild gardens, and it's full of these beautiful trees and shrubs and plants and flowers, and is absolutely vast. We didn't get to see it all because it was really big. Apparently it dates back from the reign of James I, and about 75 years ago it was gifted to the National Trust, which allows poor souls like me to wander around. So enjoy the rest with the music. Not sure what this building was. It didn't actually say, so we made up stories in our head and thought, well, maybe it's a summer house, and all the butlers would come down and serve wonderful cocktails and food. That's the inside of the building, and these stairs went up to the little room that was at the top, and that was about it really, but I just like the architecture of the building. This beautiful thing was known as a strawberry tree, and apparently grows little white flowers and strawberry-like fruit. And apparently the fruits are edible, but they're not very palatable. So the fruits are usually used for jams and liqueurs and things like that. Do you know, I just love these one-track country lanes that we have in our country. I think they're brilliant because there's always, you're really on your toes because you don't know what's coming around the corner, you know, and you'll see later on I do bump into, I don't mean literally bump in, but a car does come the other way and I have to back up. This was a 20% gradient downhill, and whilst again it starts to descend now, you can't really see how steep it was, but it was quite steep. So once again, I'll leave you to enjoy the little journey, but I just love these sort of roads. And I'm home. This was the view that evening from my beautiful little bijou cottage. Gail was great company. We had a lovely day. Time to relax. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.